Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? Man, I hope you're doing well. Time again for another knife of the day. I told you I received 3 new Spydercos in the mail. And this is one of them. Brand new version of the Spyderco Dragonfly. Whoops. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with me. This is the new Spyderco Dragonfly with the Emerson Opener. Just came out, just released. Now the Emerson Opener, seeing it on a small knife like this is kind of unique to me. I can't think of another Spyderco. I mean, the Delica, yes, and I'll compare this, the Dragonfly, with the Delica at the end of this. I really like the Dragonfly. I love it. It was one of my earlier knives that I bought when I first started collecting Spyderco knives, and I loved it so much. It's small, very small. I used to call it a big ladybug. You know, it almost has that same shape, but it has a forward choil, and you can really pretty much put 4 fat fingers around it. You see that? And it's kind of how they, at the end of the handle, how they have that flat. It feels very comfortable in your hand with a full grip. And that's why I like the Dragonfly. However, it's a very small knife. They really did a great job on the length of the knife. It's just perfect. Bigger than a ladybug, smaller than a Delica. It's a real nice fit. So let's talk about it. However, the Emerson Opener is where you have the knife latched in your pocket, and as soon as you pull it out, this catches the pocket and the blade is extended. So it's an automatic kind of fast draw with the knife. Now I've seen it on a lot of different Spyderco knives, but in this case, they have it on the little ladybug. So it's just 2 ways of opening it now. You have the Spidey hole, but you can also have it automatically release, and it does work with this Emerson Opener. The knife is VG10 steel. It's 2.3 inches, but even on a small knife like this, look at it. 2.3 inch drop point blade, but you can see it has a 50-54 choil. So even with that 2.3 inches of blade, the edge is just 1.8 inches. It's a very nice knife. I keep saying it's my favorite knife. It's my favorite knife. It's just a perfect knife for use. I almost, with my Dragonflies, I almost want to just put a ring through the lanyard hole and use it as a keychain knife. You can do that. It's just a little bit too big. Just a little bit too big for a keychain knife. But this is a real nice knife. If you just need a knife that, you have to do just some everyday things, maybe a little bit more than you would use a keychain knife, I could see carrying just this knife. That's how functional it is as a small knife. So 2.3 inch VG10 steel blade, 1.8 inches of it is the edge. The entire length of this knife is just 5.6 inches. Again, though, with that forward choil, you see the jimping coming up, and it rises a little higher because of that Emerson Opener. Of course, there's always jimping on the blade part of the forward choil. It just locks in there. It really does in your hand. It locks you in. Super light, super light, because we have those black Frn scales. Frn is fiberglass reinforced nylon. That's what it is. I call it space age plastic. It's a nice molded substance that Spyderco is using more and more. Whenever you hear the words of a Spyderco knife, like Para 3, lightweight, you'll be hearing Police, lightweight, Sage 5, lightweight, in the next several months from coming out of my mouth. It means they've put Frn scales on it that really lightens it up. So here you have a knife that's very small, fits in the pocket real nice. In this case, it opens up as soon as you pull it out of the pocket, and it only weighs 1.3 ounces. That's it, 1.3 ounces. It is so light, it's unbelievable. It has the back lock, super strong back lock. I know a lot of you don't like the back locks because of how they, they're not as easy to one hand close it. I do the awkward one hand close. Again, in my situation, actually, not in my situation, in my point of view. I love when people talk about how fast they have to draw the knife. I don't know about where you live. I live in a big city and have, for most of my life, different big cities. Not a lot of knife fighting going on. However, I appreciate the need to get it out there fast. Even in an office situation, you just want to pull out your knife and use it. And that's why I think the Spidey hole's good. I love flippers. I do. Bring them back in, you could take a little bit of time. Again, I'm old though. I know a lot of people, even Spyderco, you pull it down and you flip it forward. This can open, and then you close it. This one is right out of the box, and you can do that too. For some reason, I'm always afraid it's going to cut me. I shouldn't be that afraid, but I am. So I do it the long way. Again, Frn scales, only 1.3 ounces. Frn scales, right hand, left hand, tip up only. And there's the little wire clip. A little smaller than usual because it's on this small knife, the little wire clip. I would say deep carry, but of course, they really had no other place to put the lanyard hole but there. So it's a little further down, but this is such a small knife. In fact, this is one of those knives that, again, a little bit too big as a keychain knife for me, but you could use it as a keychain knife. You also could just, now it would defeat the purpose of having the Emerson Opener, but you can just drop it in your pocket too. I mean, it's that small, that light, that durable. But it does have the wire clip and the lanyard hole or keychain hole, depending on what you like. The knife of the day is the brand new Spyderco Dragonfly 2 with the Emerson Opener. 2.3 inch blade, only 1.3 ounces, VG10 steel. And you can see it compared to the Delica. And I thought I'd throw in the small Inkosi since I have a lot of them on my desk, just to give you a good look at the size of the Dragonfly. I have never heard anyone talk badly about the Spyderco Dragonfly. It is a favorite of many. And this is one of those knives that, yeah, put a lanyard on it. It looks good on a small knife. Even use it as a keychain knife, depending on how you roll. And that Emerson Opener, it does work. I clipped it in. It works fabulous. So that's a new variation that we haven't seen on a Dragonfly yet. What should be coming from Spyderco in a couple of weeks or months during this cycle, we should also get a Dragonfly with a Warncliffe blade. That's coming as well pretty soon. More Dragonflies, I'm okay with that. In Spyderco terms, inexpensive, just like a Delica. You know, these Japanese knives from Spyderco are pretty inexpensive, especially when you talk about VG10 steel, which is very good steel. There you have it. That's the knife of the day. The new Spyderco Dragonfly 2 with the Emerson Opener. It is lightweight at only 1.3 ounces. Hope you guys are doing well. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications. You want to do that so that when I start trimming my collection, that you have a chance to buy some knives from my collection. That's all coming up. I'll as we get closer, I'll let you know when that's happening. I hope you guys have a great day. Take good care of yourselves. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.